Audio Jungle.
And what's up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Woodwork, episode 13.
Yes.
We're your hosts. I'm Andrew.
I'm Arnie.
I'm Dewey.
I'm Christian.
And as you can see, we got a brand new setup coming at you.
I feel so far away from everybody, but also at the same time, I feel very comfortable.
Very comfy. Shout out to Arnie's neighbor who's, safe travels as you're moving to Nebraska, but we appreciate you not taking the couches.
Yeah. If you see this,
Yeah.
thank you, dude.
They're-
Thank you,
Thank
Andrew.
you, dude.
His
They're
name's
beautiful.
actually Andrew, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Drew.
shit. Shout out.
His name's Drew,
His name's
too.
Drew too.
Drew on the
There you
side, Drew.
Yeah, we got a text after our indoor game that these couches were available, so me and Arnie over here picked them up, got them in the truck, and
Let me show him. Let me show him. Let me do it to him.
oh yeah, they got the legs. They got I can't use mine, but because you're there, but we got the cup
Yeah.
holders, we got
Careful.
the apartment, everything. It's gonna be exciting, you know. Everybody's
Has their own
Space
space.
Man,
I
I
know,
feel
like-
even more comfortable talking.
it's just like
Ooh.
the freedom, you know. Like,
Freedom, yeah.
it's nice. This is what we originally wanted.
Wanted,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just we were starting off. The tables were the best. We appreciate it. You know, we're still using the tables and all that. They're used around the set, and all that. I mean,
But
it's
it's looking pretty legit, though.
Things are moving.
gonna
Things
be-
are, yeah.
making those upgrades.
Things are going the right way.
But yeah, so episode 13. A lot of soccer has happened in the past since last episode. So who wants to start off with their topic?
Maybe
Kick off.
let's see the guy who just came back from vacation.
Oh, true. I mean,
Oh.
True.
yeah. Well,
Tell us about your
yeah,
vacation.
first off, yeah.
Okay,
dude,
my vacation.
yeah.
My girlfriend and I, we went to Cabo. We were there for 5 days. It was all inclusive. We drank a lot. Just hung out by the pool. Just relaxed. It was nice to get away, not have to worry about anything. That's pretty much about it. I almost tipped a boat. I'm fat, apparently.
Damn, Mr. Carlson, you
Wait.
drink?
Did you guys? Wait. Did you guys kiss?
Where's the shot glass?
Oh.
He's like, this was like, I don't kiss and tell. That's what he's like saying.
Aw, that's the saying, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's,
sir. Good man.
No, it was good. Very nice. Glad to be back back in the States.
What was your favorite part about it? What was it? Cabo, right? Mexico? Cabo?
Yes, Cabo. It
Where's
was
your
San
Cabo?
Jose del Cabo.
Cabo,
So not
Mexico,
Cabo
Cabo.
San Lucas. It wasn't as loud as we were kind of on the quieter side. Just more
So,
relaxing.
favorite part?
Favorite part? Probably the sunset sailboat tour that we did that I almost tipped. the
Ooh.
Boat. It was an open bar. It gave us food. Pretty good food, too.
Okay. Did you see any
In
soccer
Mexico.
out there?
I did not. The resort we were staying at had like a beach soccer setup, but nobody was ever playing it.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to be the only one over there.
Yeah.
This is like
Like that, bro.
Gotta start a pickup game
Yeah,
right
you-
there, you know.
Yep.
Well,
Fuckers, man.
once people see you're playing, bro, they get attracted to that. That's just how it
Mhm.
is, you know. Someone's got to be a leader. Someone's got to start it, and that's
true.
how it attracts other people.
I did trivia while drinking.
Hey, that's good.
Did you win?
Did you win?
I came in second place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
it was
who-
car-
who-
it was
who beat
cart-
you?
it was cartoon trivia, so they would just play like snippets of like a theme song, and I lost to like a group of like 4 13-year-old boys.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Damn.
I was like, I'm obviously gonna lose that.
Win some, you lose some,
Yeah.
right?
Second place, you know.
But then they
It
were
would even be
playing
bad if you won.
like they played a Scooby Doo one. I'm like, this is like a side Scooby Doo show.
Oh
theme song. And then the Pokemon song wasn't the original Pokemon. It was like another series. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the newest series of anything, bro. Because Pokemon's still going, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Because
Pokemon will
the
never end.
games are still going too. I forgot was it on X and Y.
Still
I think.
going?
Pokemon,
Pokemon-
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
games are
Gen
still
9 now.
going,
Hey,
bro.
Gen
It's
9's
like-
coming out.
Yeah, it's like Mario Party, or it's like Mario, like it's never gonna stop. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna
Change this,
recycle
this, and
something
keep
and
going.
push it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways,
But yeah, that was my trip.
Recycle.
Scale of 1 to 10. 10
10.
being the highest. 10. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
would
10 being the nicest,
would you
1
go
being the
again?
worst.
Would you
Would I
go
go
again?
again? Yes.
do you think
Yeah.
that our viewers or us should go and try it and see it out?
Yes.
Okay.
Travel when you
Travel.
can.
Yeah, travel when you can.
Any like
Life.
tips of like don't do this instead, you know? Just a quick one for them.
Not really. We flew out of TJ. Actually, was very simple. Probably overcharged us when we got there, but we got to the airport and we were like, we just want to get to the resort, and so we just found like a taxi station. They're like, okay, $50, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they really did taxi, bro. No cap, $50.
But the
That was the
resort
wage,
we
bro.
stayed at was super secure. Like they kept asking you like, what's your room number? A lot of security, so felt very safe. The food was good. Ate at the buffet a lot. They had shows. They had activities to do all throughout the day. Made friends with a pool bartender. Shout out to Rodrigo.
Oh, Rodrigo, if you
Rodrigo.
watching
Rodrigo
this
from
right
Cabo.
Rodrigo.
Oh, wait, see, that'd be sick.
That was pretty cool. Well, no, that was about it.
Nice.
That sounds
That was
pretty
nice.
lit,
All right.
What did y'all do when I was gone?
bro.
We were just, brainstorming,
Bro, getting to the
getting
money,
things right,
you know what I'm saying? Getting to
applying
the
to all our
bag.
business
You know
emails,
what I'm saying?
come on. Like, stop playing with us.
Business emails. Should we even talk about that?
Yeah.
Drew, what do you
Yeah.
think? Should we say it? Probably no names, right?
We'll
But-
wait.
We'll
You
wait.
know,
We'll wait on
future
that.
inquiries coming their way. You know, stuff's a brewing. You know,
We see you and you see us.
we appreciate
You know what
the
we're talking about.
contact. You know, the meeting's going down. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep. Got a lot of cards on the table right now. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
You even play cards.
He plays Go Fish.
I like playing
Like
cards.
playing Uno.
I like playing
Let's
cards.
play Uno.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I got Rubik's cube.
Oh.
That's not fun.
What are you talking about? Rubik's
Wait,
cubes
can
are fun.
any of you guys solve a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Drew.
Drew
You gotta watch it right now. I got you.
Okay, well,
Okay, can we-
I was gonna explain
while
that.
he's
Why is he
solving,
like-
while he's solving it, I'll jump into a topic. I was either gonna talk about the Champions League because that happened, but figured someone else would talk about that. So I want to get y'all's opinion on just the amount of games like people are playing. Like Pedri last season played a total of 75 games. That accumulates like Barcelona playing for Spain. Last year were the Olympics as well. So just, do you think that there's too many things going on at once and it's tired? Like the players are just too fatigued. Like it just takes a toll on them, not just physically but mentally as well. Because I definitely think it does. Honestly, like the international break, yeah, it's cool and all, but I don't see the point of it. Honestly, especially if there's not like a major tournament. But like, I know like the World Cup is coming, but like you just have random international breaks and it's just like more games that they play. I don't think it's necessary. But yeah, I just want to get what are y'all's opinions?
Nah,
on
yeah,
that?
for sure. It's like fatigue. And then like not even just the fatigue side of it, but it's like the injury risk that you run for playing these games too. Like
Oh, definitely, yeah.
but I feel like every great player has to go through that stage to the point where they get like, okay, if you're going to play internationally, like you don't have to play the friendlies. You know what I'm saying? Like Messi didn't always play the friendlies because he was like lineup material. You know, he was like tournament games, bro. You're always going to be in there. Nobody's going to take your place, even if you didn't go to all the friendlies or you didn't practice with the squad every day. But I mean, Pedri's pretty young. How old is he right
Pedri's
now?
a young one. Like
19.
19.
say,
So it's
yeah.
like, I think he's going down a good path. But I mean, at the same time, when you're talking about what the question is, it's definitely fatigue.
there was a picture of him, I think it was for Spain at the Olympics, and you could just tell like he just looked fatigued.
Terrible,
He looked like he had been playing way too much.
Now that you think about it, but I remember I saw them talk about how like Messi, they hide like electrolytes in the socks. Like the thing about having like a packet of like honey like in your sock.
oh, like gel.
yeah,
gel.
and you sip on it to get some energy, dude. Like Mbappe does that. I think that's very, very smart for athletes to do. But
Yeah.
the
Shouldn't be
fatigueness,
necessary.
yeah, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
It should be that
But
necessary.
I mean, like at the same time, like look at the resources you have available to you as a professional player compared
Yeah,
to
you have
like
a
You
lot.
have
You
the
have a lot.
trainers,
Like,
you
yeah,
have
you have
the
nutritionists,
trainer,
you have
nutrition, you have like the cryotherapy now, which is like a big thing. Like you
Yeah,
go
not a
into
lot
a
of people
freezer
have that.
chamber, you know. You have the best therapists in the world, the physios and whatnot.
you have
So,
all
I
the
mean,
resources available.
Unlike most people, some of
Yeah.
us we don't got that.
Yeah, like you get injured and then you're like, bro, you could go put some ice on it. Like when I injured when I sprained
Yeah.
my ankle,
Solved.
it's like I was like, dude, the only thing the best thing I can do
Arnie.
is like elevate ice and rice.
He solved the.
Oh shit, yo, what you talking about? Huh?
He did that
Whoa.
quick.
Damn.
Continue.
Continue.
I got it. Now I'm pulling.
What you talking about?
wolf. He's
Damn.
fully in the conversation
you.
I
now.
had to go. I had to
Ready.
go pop smoke for that. That was pretty impressive. That was like what, like maybe
mean
a
pop
minute,
squeak?
minute and 30 or. 2
I
minutes?
fucked up a little bit there, but I fixed it. But
Damn.
as you were saying,
He lost his
I
train of
threw you
thought.
off. I threw
He
you
lost
off.
his train of
Dude,
thought.
he was amazed. He was
fucked
amazed.
up.
He was literally amazed.
What do you call it? I'm discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
man.
Let me ask you all this. So if you took, like, with the international break and everything, so say you took a club team. So just for example, like Man City, you'd get Man City and you get, like, Man City doesn't have any Italian players on their roster. So you get Man City versus Italy. Who do you think would win?
Man City versus Italy.
Italy.
I mean, you would usually probably go with Italy, but with how they've been playing recently,
No.
that's actually like always an interesting question.
My
you know?
thinking if it is because, like, with club,
That's okay.
you're constantly with them. You're constantly practicing with them. You're constantly playing games. When it comes to international, you're bringing in players from different clubs that have different styles of
Schedules.
play, different tactics of how they play, basically. And so you're putting together these teams that have been training together, playing games together, and then just a bunch of players coming together. So that's why I think it would
Wait,
just be interesting.
you said Italy, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they? They didn't even make it to the World Cup, no?
Yeah, they
Well,
did
yeah,
make it.
but I mean, that's what I was saying. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why I
that's
briefly
fine.
said that. Like, you know, a couple years ago, that'd be a real conversation. Like, I totally see where Dewey's coming out with it. Like, the club is who you're with the most, and then internationally, you only see
Who
each
knocked
other.
them
Yeah.
out? Macedonia.
North Macedonia.
North Macedonia. And then
Now,
the-
if you say Manchester City versus Macedonia,
Oh,
bro,
I mean-
Macedonia would win.
Oh yeah.
But Italy,
Damn,
I don't know.
Macedonia.
Shout
would
out to all
win.
shout out to all the Macedonian viewers
appreciate you.
and the
Comment
t-
if you're-
hey,
Appreciate
comment if you're from Macedonia or of Macedonian.
Be proud
heritage.
you knocked out Italy.
Yeah, be proud you knocked out Italy. That's crazy.
I'd probably say between Man City and Italy, I'd
Probably go with Man City.
probably right now.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it just Man City's just on a roll. Like currently, how both teams are playing, Man City's doing better. Yeah, I know they're like, oh, it's international club, but it's like if you just take those two against each other,
I was gonna say, I just feel like it goes for like any, like you put any club team versus any international team, like a 5 out of 5 games, I feel like the club team will win 4 out of the 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
it will definitely be like a great battle, good match to watch all the way through. Like you won't like there won't be like say you take France versus Man City, like just give or take, like you take big name teams and stuff, it's gonna be a great battle. Like Man City versus North Macedonia, not that big of a game to watch. Yeah,
Sorry.
cool. North Macedonia gets to play, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not it's like an MLS team versus a Premier League team. It not gonna be the greatest.
It doesn't have the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
like what's the I don't
Just
know the-
not like I don't want to
The
say
spark,
passion, but yeah,
the
the
big
spark,
spark.
just the going because those are two big teams and stuff. But yeah, I'd say Man City.
I just think the whole international break, you touched upon it earlier with the whole like Messi doesn't play all of the games for Argentina or whatever. Like international breaks, it gives chances for the younger players to get their
Shine.
first call,
Most
first call
definitely.
up and get the feel for how it is playing
Especially
with
if it's
the national team.
friendlies. Friendlies throw the new guys out. Get the
Oh,
young
yeah.
ones started. And when it's the ones that start to matter, obviously, yeah, you need to play. But also, like, not like trying to be like, oh, that's just part of the sport. That's part of being a player. You're good enough to play on a club and be called up by your international
Mhm.
team, which by all means is a great honor, privilege to do all
Yeah.
that stuff. And you got multiple coaches trying to work with you,
That
get you.
is true.
They're still trying to keep you safe and stuff, and keep you healthy, not injured and stuff like that. So it's like there's a lot moving on to it. It's an interesting.
And then like another thing
Concept.
about it too is like you play for a club, right? Like you play for your whatever your club
Mhm.
is, your regular club. And then like you go to the international tournament or like the friendlies or just the international team itself, and like you're definitely going to be getting coached like a completely different way.
Different coach, different
Yeah.
playing style. Because club, you're learning this. This is the
Yeah.
Man City way.
Yeah, the man's
You go to Italy, you got Man City, you got PSG, you got all these different club teams.
Yeah.
Some of them have played together on the same team, but it's like it's kind of just like on our level, like high school and club.
Yeah.
Clubs like our high schools or international clubs. Our club,
Yeah.
you can end up playing those guys in high school against them, all that kind of stuff. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I like that analogy you used there.
I don't know, dude. I keep going, and then the word stops of like what I want to use of like how I think about the international breaks. And
Hey,
stuff.
it's okay to get discombobulated sometimes.
Word of the day:
Yeah,
discombobulate.
Discombobulated?
What you talking about,
huh?
Christian, what are your thoughts? You've been quiet
Sure,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
What would
'Cause
Christian
I don't
do?
care about those
What
thoughts.
would
You don't
Christian
care about those thoughts.
He's
Okay,
like, I
well,
don't-
My thoughts.
care.
That's not
let
caring
me
about.
ask another question then. Or did you want to chime in?
I mean, honestly, bro, like I honestly think that they should prioritize more of like resting, but at the same time, I understand like how players would want to play as much as they, would want. Like we play. I play Monday, Tuesday. I like to play Thursday too. Like I like to play every day.
Trying to get-
I'm not gonna lie.
I get
like,
that.
it's good
Right.
exercise, but at the same time, like you gotta keep up with your, how your legs feel and all that. You gotta be able to rest, play at your best performance.
I think there needs to be a balance. Like obviously, like if you get called up, you can't be like, I'm too tired. I don't want to
Yeah.
play. But I feel like there needs to be a
Yeah.
balance of like, listen, I've played this like so many games. Like the fatigue is gonna kick in at one point. Like I don't think I can give you
The
my
100%.
100%. Like you can give someone else my opportunity. I don't know.
Some of the players need to go, but not play all the games. But at least still work on the chemistry, do the practices, and maybe play one game just to see how they're going. Like, say Benzema for a fact. Obviously, yes, I'm admitting it. Benzema's on a fucking roll. He's doing great.
Ballon d'Or or what?
No.
Nah.
But like, he's doing good.
Possible.
Keep him moving with France. Make him go to practice and say there's like the international break. France plays 3 games. Only let him play 1, or at least start 1, then whatever, and then have Giroud, have the other strikers,
Play
have
like
them going in there.
60 minutes
Yeah,
or
you
something.
know-
Just get
So he practices, cool. You can do that all you want. Take it easy, whatever. But then while you're game time, just have him as an option. Let the other guys go, and because World Cup's coming up. You don't want any of these guys injured. Expect like Benzema. France does not want him injured. So you got to play that safe. You got to, and they're all gonna have friendlies coming up here
Yeah.
in a few months anyway. So
that is true.
I think the next friendlies we see are gonna be very
Preparing for the World
Getting
Cup.
getting prepared, but at the same time, we're gonna see a lot of new faces just so these main guys do not get hurt.
Oh yeah.
Just in case, they'll start and come off the 60 or come on with the
Yeah.
last 10, 15 minutes left and stuff. And it's like, I think they need to push that just a little bit more. Not 100%, but just, you got Benzema. Yeah, he's going crazy. He probably can handle it, but it's like,
He's getting up there in age.
at least
though,
for the
but
years of World Cup, Euros, like, take it easy, just
Yeah.
a little bit. Cool,
just talking about Benzema, Benzema was in the gym working just with this motion against Chelsea. Scored headers after headers after headers.
is my motion towards Benzema against Chelsea. Best.
I was,
Chelsea
Hey,
actually could have won.
So
bro.
what? Pull it.
I know.
Chelsea could have won.
Pulisic.
Yeah,
do you guys
Christian
think?
Pulisic.
the LeBron James
He's
of
good. I always
I'll
thought he was a
guess
great
think-
player in my opinion.
That's what they
Some people
refer
hate
to him
but
as.
yeah.
Yeah, I
agree
saw a
with-
lot of hate on him.
I'll agree with the LeBron James now because LeBron's kind of going like this. Yes, his team, all that stuff's going through, but he has his moments, and so does Pulisic. Has his
Mm.
moments for club, has his moments for international.
He had so many chances for Chelsea in that game.
He did, but at the end of the day, he brought USA to where they're at right now, and they qualified. And
That's
now
true.
Look where they're at now. They didn't qualify last time, and now they're there now.
We'll see how they do.
He's got to perform now,
Very
now
interesting.
than ever.
Okay, let me ask you. We're talking about club, international. Would you rather win the Champions League or the World Cup?
World Cup.
World Cup.
I'd probably just say World Cup because the biggest
Yeah.
competition. And all
It is a
that.
bit because it's like 4 years apart
Bro,
too.
you go
Champions League
you,
every year.
You win the World Cup, bro. You go back to your country. You meet the president. You meet the governor of your state. You a hometown hero whatever city you from.
And some of those players, they don't get guaranteed. Even the top players for that country don't get guaranteed to go every time.
Yeah. Yep.
Your one chance of going, that could be your only time going to the World Cup. So
Yeah.
that's all. Look at Italy in
But
this case.
yeah. Think bro, all the Italians right now, they're just gonna watch the games. They're not even.
That's
in.
twice now.
Yeah, bro.
The last one.
Yeah,
That's one they did.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That Italy,
That's
like,
unbelievable.
Well, did you see? I
Damn.
forgot who on Italy said it. The whole qualification system for European qualifiers for the World Cup is so different than CONCACAF or the South American one, because Ecuador maybe qualified. I think it's
something like-
Ecuador,
yeah.
and they lost 4 or 5 games,
Well,
but still
'cause-
qualified. And Italy only lost in the qualifiers and
'Cause
didn't make it.
I don't know if like they change it, but like CONCACAF, there's no bracket, there's no playoff. It's just the top teams in the table. All the other ones go. Yeah, there's more they have to deal with and stuff. Might change with the 2030 World Cup when they're gonna add more teams into it and stuff. But like, yeah, it makes sense. It's just weird, but you got to look at it. Europe, how many teams are trying to qualify?
That is true.
Yeah.
CONCACAF, I mean, what, 8, 10? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there's probably a couple more, but they're just low enough that they don't go.
Yeah,
and then,
because Europe it's a lot of space, but it's like a lot of condensed countries in between each
It's a
other.
lot of
you know?
smaller countries kind of packed in. Like you can
Yeah.
easily just
you could do a
take
World
a
Cup
train.
just with Europe alone,
Yeah, you
which
can
is
take a train everywhere.
which is why there's the Euros was invented, because it's like you can just do a whole tournament just with the European team. So it's
Off
like,
the Woodwork takes on Europe. Let's go.
holy shit.
Let's go.
What you, hey,
One plane ride and then we
Just
just take the
yeah.
train everywhere.
what you talking about?
We'll
Huh?
take the couches with us. Just
Hey,
pop
man.
up anywhere. Just
Sidemen.
I want me
collab. That'd be
I'll-
this kebab.
Europe, Europe. I love Europeans, bro. I love Europeans. Like,
Bro, you never
what
been
the
to Europe.
hell? What the hell?
You never been to Europe, bro. What you mean?
Have you been to Europe?
Yeah.
When?
Spain.
When?
Ever.
Ever? What is that?
Whenever.
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 Whenever I feel like it.
You
know?
He goes in
Yeah.
his dreams.
Bro,
Come
I'm
on.
sorry,
It's
bro.
just
You
whenever.
jealous that
If
I'm
he
gonna
goes
go.
on his dreams, that's
When I
okay.
play FIFA and I'm in like Spain, Barcelona, that's when I'm there. No.
You guys ever
Yeah.
met European people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a few times.
Giorgio.
Giorgino. Dude, like
He's Italian.
Giorgino. Hey, shout out Giorgino if he's watching. Hey.
Is that a stereotype, like talking with your hands?
like,
Well, no,
like
that's
that.
like an Italian.
feel like-
thing.
is that-
like Weston
Yeah.
McKinney for the U.S.
Oh,
they
when he
made
did
it back
this-
call, and he's like, "What are you talking?" I'm like, he actually did it. Like he plays in Italy, so he started doing it. Like I think it's just like a hand gesture that they do. You
the
know?
thing about Europeans, bro, is that
Is
every
that-
European knows soccer.
oh, I mean,
Yeah.
Like, you meet a European, you're like, "What's your favorite team?" And they're like, they ain't gonna say Lakers or like the Padres. They're gonna be
well,
like,
I
they're gonna
mean,
be like Everton or like I don't
No.
know,
Hey,
fucking
Everton's close to
or
getting
Bo-
relegated.
Borussia or something.
I mean, if you look at it though, like
Wait,
depending
Wait,
where
isn't Rooney?
no, it's Lampard. Lampard's the
Lampard
coach
now?
for
Yeah.
Everton.
I heard some rumors about Rooney going to Everton or something.
Everton and Man U. But there's been scenes saying he's
is he
not
ready
ready.
for Man U?
He said he's not ready for Man U. He wants to, but he doesn't think he's ready.
Damn.
But
He really last place but get relegated?
Everton's like fourth last. Yeah.
yeah, like I think they're
Yeah.
right above, but it's like they ain't doing so hot.
Damn.
But like
Okay.
you're saying with the European fans, I mean, depending where you're standing at, you can do a 360 and see like 5 or 6 stadiums.
Yep. Because I mean, they're all connected by train. Like
Yeah,
all the
I-
European countries are connected by train.
Well, isn't it?
What is it called? The
Well, I mean, you got Man U and Manchester City. Obviously, those are pretty
Yeah.
freaking close to each other. And then I think Liverpool and someone else, they're
this
really
is
close.
like
Like
the
they're all.
the London Derby is isn't it Arsenal and
I don't know
London
geography
Derby?
of
Because
that place.
Arsenal is in London, and then it's what's the other one?
Whatever it is, it's one of those where you can stand
Yeah.
anywhere and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, there's that stadium, there's that stadium.
there's
You're
that.
like, here it's like, oh, like say LA Galaxy. Okay, you got LAFC like down the freeway, and then San Jose way up the state, and
Oh,
then it's
the
like,
Quakes.
like then you got no one else for a couple. Like you got Colorado. You know, it's just like kind of
It's too
weird. Yeah,
far
Portland
apart.
way- yeah, they're too far apart. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
just how it is.
Mm.
What do we see out of what?
Nothing.
Come on.
Huh?
You
What you
gotta
talking
say
about?
something.
Huh?
What you talking about?
What you talking about? Huh?
What you talking about?
What the whoa?
Huh?
What you talking about?
What you talking about? Huh?
What you
Never liking with these
Alright.
other baggage. We gonna send them to heaven. Wait.
Alright, Ernie,
Huh.
what about you, Ernie?
What about me? I
What
just
about your
literally,
topic,
I just
bro?
We're moving on now.
That was your topic, or
Yeah,
is that?
that was your
Nah,
topic?
this is
Okay,
literally
okay.
a question
I
that
didn't-
you guys
I
asked.
don't know if you were just like-
alright.
We're snowballing here.
Alright,
Just
we
snowballing.
Snowballing?
We're snowballing.
All right, Christian, what's your topic?
I just said your topic, not mine.
What do you mean?
Why says what I meant?
Christian's not ready. Andrew,
Oh,
what's your
okay,
topic?
Okay,
Oh,
well,
he's
it
not
actually works
ready.
out if I
Well-
go based off of your topic
Alright,
kind
go
of
ahead.
thing.
Oh.
So my biggest thing, like, or not my biggest thing, but my topic is about rival clubs.
Oh, fun.
You can talk on this.
This is a
I
good
can
rival.
talk on this. I don't know. There's a couple for Barcelona as well. How do you feel about players that have played for both teams that is like a rival? Like a player, Carlos Tevez, Man City, Man U. Barcelona, there's been a couple of them. Got a couple, forget. How do you feel about
Ronaldo,
that?
Yeah, Ronaldo. played
Because
for
some
both.
people, traitor. Some people hope their career keep going and stuff. You know, how do you what do you see when you see a player played for your team goes to the other team, or vice versa, where they played on that team and come to you? What goes on in your head?
I wasn't at the age, like, growing up, Carlos Tevez, like, I wasn't at the age, like, where I was watching him play with United, so I didn't really know that much. But when he came to City, I'm like, he's a good striker, so I was happy about it. I didn't really care that he came from United. Like,
Man, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Honestly. But I mean, that's just from a fan perspective, though. Like, fuck that dude.
But like, what,
it was like
at
the
the
speculation
same-
with Ronaldo.
But
That's
at the same
oh,
time,
I mean, he went everywhere.
this is what you gotta realize, though. It's it's not always like they're like betraying, but it's like, what is the management looking like? How is he getting treated at the club? Or is it more about the money? What were they offering more money
what I
and
was
they just
thinking
want more
too.
money? But it was like when before Messi left Barcelona, it was like he was having a lot of trouble with management, couldn't meet on the same stuff. He took hella pay cuts trying to help out the club. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors.
It was the president on that, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And I
at the
remember
time.
that president was catching a lot of flack. So.
Yeah,
I think one of my favorite clips from a City player was Emmanuel Adebayor, who came from Arsenal. He scored against Arsenal. He literally ran across the field to celebrate in front of the Arsenal fans.
See, like, what's your opinion on that? Like,
Man.
As an
Who
Arsenal fan,
the-
you're probably like, F you, man.
Yeah.
so say the player
Damn.
leaves your team, goes to the rival team, and does better. Where are you at with that?
I'm just going to put it so, like, if, like, Kevin De Bruyne left us and went to United
That's
or Liverpool,
And say he just started dominating, became even better than he was now.
I would be
Well,
sad. I wouldn't be like, oh, you're a traitor and, like, you.
I mean,
Son
I'd
of a
be
bitch.
sad
he
too, but
bossed up,
good
bro.
for him, bro.
Hey.
Like,
I'm like, good,
you know?
yeah. If he's
Man.
still playing well, then good for him.
What you talking about,
Go-
man?
go-
He bossed up.
Go where you know your
Huh?
set of how you play soccer works best for you.
Yeah.
Whenever a player leaves for money and like he leaves for money, like you could tell because like obviously the payout is so big and like they're doing already so well at this club and like they're like, oh shit, I'm getting paid $200 million if anything, plus a sign-on bonus on top of that, plus or whatever on top of that.
Plus, if
too.
I
They're
score
like, oh, I'll
3
go there.
goals or something, I
Yeah.
get more
Yeah,
bonus.
something
Yes,
like
yeah. Let's say I scored 10 goals within at least 10 games, you know, and they give you more money. It's like, dude, anyone would usually that's what I would call a trader, you know, in my opinion. Like someone who left for the money.
If you're going for the money, then yeah, I see that. But like, if you're going there because you think it's gonna be a better better fit for you, and you feel like, I mean, even if you're just unhappy with where you are and you want to just
Yeah.
move, I
Yeah.
feel like that's
All
fine.
right, all right. This is
Yeah, I
a
agree.
funny one. All right.
It's not so funny.
Hey,
Nobody's laughing.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong either about that.
All right, I got you. When you say when it's funny, I'll play this on.
Hey, I mean, you can never forget the GOAT, the lion, the myth, the legend, man. Come on, my boy. Like, what do you guys think about this man? He scored in so many teams, played for so many teams. He ain't really win a lot of trophies, but he up there, man. Like, the man, the myth, the legend, the lion, Zlatan. Like, come on.
Oh, sorry, wrong button.
What the hell? Like,
we
come on, bro.
talked about Zlatan a
Yeah.
couple
And he's
episodes
in,
ago.
and he's
We did
been in
talk about
so
it.
many teams,
He's
bro.
played
Like,
on rival teams.
He played, yeah, he has. He
Team
has
jumping.
played around with AC Milan.
nobody hates
Inter
on him, though.
Milan,
But he kinda
Barcelona,
Well, the
PSG.
the reason why I brought this up was because recently the El Tráfico happened in the MLS, LA Galaxy versus LAFC. We won, 2-1 after
Highlights.
controversy and stuff.
For sure. He's like, we won 2-1.
So there's a player that used to play for LAFC last year. Barely played, barely got minutes, and I had no clue who he was. Came to LA Galaxy this year. Kind of iffy, whatever. Currently, probably the second or top player for the Galaxy right now. First place in assists in the league. Absolutely dominating. Like, when he has the ball, it's scary. And LAFC players are calling him a traitor now. When they didn't
Damn.
even give him the respect when he was on the team. Yeah.
Who is he?
Yeah, you can't-
Raheem
you
Edwards.
can't- you
I didn't give
can't,
him the
yeah,
respect
you
because he was an
can't.
LAFC fan. But I didn't know him enough. But coming here, I was the moment because I watched one of the first preseason game stuff. I was like, I'm not going to instantly fall in love with him. I'm going to see how he's doing. And he's working. He's trying to prove
Ooh.
that this is, this is the team that's giving him a chance. This is who he should be playing for and stuff. He knows who he's played for in the past. But he's not like he's just doing so good. He's like a left back, sometimes plays right back, and then, like winger style, dominates. And all these LAFC fans are now just trader, all this stuff. And I don't think it was for the money. I think it was just an open trade.
I just think, yeah, look,
I got it. I know what you mean though.
it's like with Chelsea players, like Salah was on Chelsea, didn't get the chances. He moved. Kevin De Bruyne was on Chelsea. He wasn't given a lot of playing time. He moved, and now they have two of the best players right now in the world. Like, you can be at a club and not get enough playing time, and you move somewhere else, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, why'd we sell him?" Or like, look at what he's doing now. Like, that's manager.
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
That's-
there's a whole bunch of decision.
You either boss down or you boss up. Would you rather boss down or boss up?
I feel like there's a lot of like self-doubt for the clubs
I
to
mean,
give people.
look-
A good example is Kobe. Kobe's a great example of that. He got number 1 pick. The number 1 team picked him, and then they sold him off to the Lakers, and then he felt some type of way of that. And instead, he came back that year, and then showed up on them. It's always like that, dude. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't get no play time over here in
Yeah,
LAFC.
like I literally had
come on.
no clue who he was. And in all honesty, I think he could have gone to any team. The Galaxy were probably the closest. We needed that position because we got a left back and a right back this year. The Raheem Edwards.
What do you guys think
Great
when
sign.
when you do it and it doesn't go as planned? Like,
When
look
you
at like
do it.
Borussia Dortmund, like Lewandowski, Mario Götze, Bayern Munich trade.
So the Lewandowski one,
Lewandowski right now, bro, fire.
that
he
one, yeah,
bossed
that
up.
one they're probably like,
Oh, go
we fucked up.
Where's Götze?
Why'd
at?
we let go? Götze plays for PSV
Yeah, I was about to
in
say
the
he's over there.
Netherlands.
At the moment, there was times where they're like,
he's
yeah, we
29
fucked up,
now.
but like now
How old
Götze's
is-
kind of like,
How old is Lewandowski?
Lewandowski's in his 30s, I
30
think.
I mean,
something.
Gotta
I
be
mean,
30s.
okay, he's older, but for all the FIFA players, like you get a Götze on your pack, you're like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna fucking duplicate sell him. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
something. And then you get
I would
Lewandowski.
sell him too.
You get Lewandowski. You're like, oh shit, fucking Lewandowski. Oh my god. Hey,
that's
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
Like,
true.
look
I
at
have
the difference.
Lewandowski.
True.
Götze,
No, you
like
don't.
both of those guys are
I
both
do.
played for
I do.
rival ones. So.
That is true.
Like, how do Dortmund fans feel about Lewandowski? You know,
I think this, and who knows, but I just think the saddest clip is when Marco Reus and Lewandowski are just looking at each other before kickoff.
Oh,
They
yeah.
smile.
That one always,
A little smile on their face.
And he
Ro-
never
Ro-
left.
Royce is still there.
still playing.
Grew up there, and then
He's
he-
slowing down, but he's still there.
Yeah,
Royce is a player you can't hate. If you
Yeah.
hate Royce,
You're a Bayern fan.
bro.
You hate
You're-
soccer.
Yeah.
You hate Royce. you
there's
hate
just
soccer.
certain players that you can't hate.
Even if they're like on, like
A rival
fan,
team.
you know, it's just
Yeah.
the way they play, the way they.
You
make
can't
the-
you can't hate Conte.
Oh, I mean,
I don't even hate Conte.
I
dude.
follow this Twitter account where it's just a video of Conte going, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day." That's all it is. Every time there's a Chelsea game, they post that. It's the greatest thing, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I'll put the clip on here. I'll show, dude.
He's like, with the
Someone
clip
talk.
right here.
I'm gonna play this, dude.
Oh,
This is
Just like
hilarious.
players that have been
Yeah.
loyal to the club for a while, like Francesco Totti for Roma. Like, I don't think. You,
Alright, look. Here, I'll hit you with the topic I have in my mind.
okay, we're just moving topics. Okay.
Because we'll go back. We'll go back
Okay,
to
okay,
that
hold on,
too
let
as
me-
well.
Oh wait.
Well, if you have it, then let's see it though.
Okay, I'll play it real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Yeah.
This is all it is. This is all it is.
Yeah,
This is, it's
I've
match
heard that one.
That's so simple, bro.
The
Match day.
account name is "Ladies and Gentlemen, it's match day." His thing is Nagolo Match Day. I'm like, bro,
Nagolo.
that's all it is. Look at this. This is all it is.
How many followers do they have on there?
46.3 thousand.
All those people.
One of them's me. I was like, dude, I got you. I get that reminder. It's a match day, dude. It's hilarious, bro.
Gets a notification.
Dude, I was like, bro, this is the
Pretty nice,
greatest thing ever, dude. 46,000 people follow this just for him to say, "Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
match
match
day." I love that. All right, go. Oh, yeah.
Topic is basically about VR, and it was actually about Liverpool and City. Do you remember that game where I believe, I'm not sure if it was Sterling, but they for sure was like a 1v1 or even like against the keeper, and they brought it to VR and they disallowed the goal.
The most
'Cause-
recent game.
Yes, the most recent game.
The
Like
2-2
that
tie?
that game, yeah, that game that could have decided who would have won.
Sterling's goal that was ruled out for offsides.
Yes,
It was
yes.
offsides.
No, but what I'm saying about that is because
Sounds like
The-
such a Manchester City supporter. He's like
No,
the goal
'cause-
that was outside. It was outside.
no, because look,
Like, it was
it's because
offsides.
it's because an NBA star said that VR is probably like one of the worst things added to soccer, and he wants to just live at the moment. And I want to know what you guys would think about that.
he's
Would
bringing
you
up the
guys like VR?
Shit.
Do you
You're
like, would
bringing
you guys
up-
like the moment? Yes, dude. Because
Okay, this might
'cause
be a
thi-
2-hour episode. Andrew, take it away.
this is something that's like, you know,
I'm gonna bring this up like later in the day. Just kill.
we
this
could
all.
we could always bring this back. Like, don't get
We're
me
gonna
wrong,
we're
like-
gonna get a text later when we're all home, and Andrew's still gonna be ranting
Should
about
we,
this.
Should we take the little hydration break real quick and then let me get all fueled up to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do that. Yeah,
we can do that.
All right. So, but yeah, we'll take a quick hibration break.
hibernation.
Hibernation. I'm gonna
Drake.
take a nap.
Hibration Drake, and then yeah, we'll hear about my rant about VAR and everybody else's opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll be back.
Never can't forget to hydrate. The AccuWay.
All right, so we're back. As you can see, I don't know what's going on.
A big entry.
The big entry here might be here a little bit. The hydration break is still going on. Christian, how you doing?
You're pretty good right now. Just waiting on.
Christian, you're on your phone right now. We're
this great
recording.
entry, dude. Guys, well, bro, I'm on my phone to record this moment.
Oh, you're recording it while we're okay. We're double recording
No,
here.
I'm just putting this for my snap, bro, and too.
Who's gonna
No.
finish first? Comment down
Probably the
below.
Podcast.
Talk on the.
Come on,
Introduce us to
or Nizzle.
Introduce you. They should know who you are. We have our Nizzle and we have Andrew on the count of
Go.
3.
Go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, we're back.
We are back
So-
with the amazing entry.
Amazing. Thank you for bringing us back in.
Yeah, bring us back in.
Good vibes.
Pretty good.
Damn.
You felt that. Let's go back into our little VAR talk.
VAR.
Hibration
How we
break.
feel
we
about
back.
VAR? Yeah, but first I'm gonna get Dewey. I'm gonna get Dewey's opinion on VAR first again on
We're
this.
gonna get my opinion first
So
on
we'll go with
VAR.
Dewey first.
I think VAR is good. I think
Like VAR?
I do like VAR. Obviously you have people that don't like it, but I think it's been a good implementation. Obviously
like
teams
VAR.
are going to have calls go against them, they're going to have calls go for them. I just think I think offsides is one of the tougher ones cuz it's super marginal, and then they start drawing the lines, and then you have a guy's elbow is about a millimeter offsides, and that's when
Ooh.
it gets called. Like those types of scenarios, I can see where it's like kind of iffy. Also,
That's kinda up to ref.
I don't like how the ARs kind of are like non-existent anymore. If they know that it's offsides, they're gonna let the play go on, and then players can get injured because the play is still going on, and then the ref will be like, "Oh no, it was offsides the whole time." I'm like, why not just call it then? But now
Yeah.
with VAR, they're taught, oh no, let the play go. If something happens, if they score, then VAR will take a look at it anyways.
I feel like that's better though, like, cause at the same time, like, the thing is, like, as a ref, you do get a lot of pressure as like, I better not make a wrong call, unless
Yeah.
you already have ill intention of doing a wrong call. But at the same time, like, you gotta let it run and then play the VAR back, and then even if it didn't lead to a goal, like, play the VAR back and like if you as a ref you were like, honestly, I'm not even sure. Like, I need like a slow mo.
Imagine.
I need a slow mo. Like a slow mo video and see. Like, I think that's better than not even having it at all.
If nothing
A
happened
good pair
after,
of eyes.
if nothing happened, then just if the ref calls it offsides, then it'll be offsides. But say it just goes out for a goal kick, then like, oh, we'll just play it on the goal kick. Like, it's tough.
I like personally. I like VAR. I like how they use it. I think they should really like implement it more, in my opinion. Because back then, like what this NBA player said, like talked about how like, oh, you should live the moment. Yeah, you could have lived that moment back then. Right now is different. We're literally on a new scenery, of soccer. You know, see what I mean? Everything's getting new. Everything has to change, dude. That's just how life is, and how everything just goes along, bro. Everything just changes. I love VR. I think.
Well, I mean,
Good.
it's the same thing. Or not the same thing, but you can talk about the goal line technology that didn't always exist,
Yeah.
and now that's here to now. You know, as the rule was, the ball has to 100% pass the line,
Which is fair.
not halfway, not all that stuff, and then that's when those goal line clearances happen, and all these players are like, it's a goal, and stuff, and it's like, it's in the device that the head ref has.
It's in their watch.
It tells them if it's a goal or not. So they know if they they'll wave it up because they're like, it's not green. It didn't say goal, so you're good. You stare at me one more time, I'll beat your ass.
There was the one time in the Prem where
Yeah.
the players were blocking the camera or something, and the goal line technology wasn't working.
They
Okay, we're
did
just
that?
gonna-
Really? They did that?
No, yeah, there was a game where people were blocking the camera and the ball went in but they didn't call it in because the camera was being blocked or something, so they couldn't see it and it was just messed up. And
I feel like it's just like a scanner at a grocery store. If you just put your hands in front of it, and it's not gonna go through. It's
Mm.
beep, goal, beep. It's just like one of those. I feel like it's very simple technology that can easily just be
Manipulated.
If you put two people at a post and then you just put your foot or something in front of it, they're not gonna see it.
Yeah, not wrong. Front post, back post. You literally have the people guarding your front and back post, stand right there, and then kick that shit out. Oh, dude. Whoa.
Oh, that was a zip. I was like,
Yeah,
it's
getting
getting
hot.
I was
Getting
looking
kinda hot.
over here and I was like,
I was like, damn, you got that flatulence?
but that's just American football. The amount of cameras they're adding into this now, all the pylons, those orange square, all of them have cameras. They have
Damn.
cameras everywhere. I think this last Super Bowl, it was the most cameras they ever had because they had them everywhere. So they wouldn't miss. They got them in the sky. They got them all posted out everywhere, so they don't miss these plays. It's just crazy because we talked about it in the group chat multiple times about VAR. I think a big part of it is the camera angles.
Yeah. it
Every
is,
time you
yeah.
see it, it's at a slant
yeah,
instead
Yeah.
of straight up. Because sometimes it's his arm makes him offside, which I think is, if that's what the rule is, that's what the rule is.
But it's
I
that
feel like
slant-
it should
it's
be
that
your
slant
legs.
though,
I feel
right?
like it should be your legs.
That can make up a big thing because it's technically your arm shouldn't be.
Or wherever your foot is.
Yeah,
Wherever your foot, your actual foot, that should be where you call the off signs. Because what are you going to do with your fucking hand?
Yeah,
Because if you touch it with your hand, it's a handball. It
Exactly.
doesn't fucking make sense.
it's a weird thing, but when you look at all these plays and they're like, oh, this is what the ref's looking at on VAR. It's always at an angle.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you straighten that camera angle, it may look the exact same or something. I don't know if I just have a bad eyesight or something like that, but it's just if you turn it, some of these things might change. I mean, dude, FIFA, when you play FIFA, some of these the red and blue line are literally on top of each other, and you're like,
why am I also? Yes,
You're like, what are you talking about?
exactly.
Huh?
I don't know.
automatics. We gonna send in heaven. Wait.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
Dio.
speaking on the whole
When the rains of
VAR thing, do you think it has something to do with the refs, the center ref with power and stuff?
Man, fuck the refs, bro. I mean, I love all the refs. No discrimination to all my refs out there, bro. But, bro, make it an official system where the refs are a mediator between the fouls being called between the players. But when it comes to such a decisive moment as a goal being scored, bro, you got to bring it to the cameras. You got to bring it to the play. You got to watch the replay at least, bro, at the minimum. How come soccer is the most watched sport? It has the most fans in the world.
Billions.
The World Cup is the most watched sporting event in the world, bro.
Billions.
In the NFL, which is probably second or third to it,
No.
has way more technical capabilities of calling fouls, errors, and shit like that. To me, it discombobulates me. Word of the day, discombobulate.
What the day was the
use
No,
the
but,
cl-
no,
use
no, no.
discombobulate
I'm
for
gonna
go.
put a
code.
little chalkboard right there.
Yeah.
And the word of the day.
But
Shot.
You should do.
We all gotta
We
say
gotta
it.
implement it once in the podcast.
Each one of us has to say it at one point.
Hey,
You know,
no, but,
natural.
in all
Continue.
honesty, it don't make sense. how you gonna be spending all these billions of
That
dollars?
don't make no sense while you're talking like that.
It don't make no sense.
It don't rain, it doesn't
Ooh.
pour. What you doing,
It
bud?
don't rain and pull. Christian Dior. Nah, but I'm saying
My brand.
like bro, like football brings in like billions of dollars. Soccer brings in double or triple that.
Not in America, it doesn't.
A small club, like, or not a small
It
club,
brings
but
in
like,
money though.
let's say like Arsenal, probably brings in more money
Did you
than
say
like.
a small club like Arsenal?
He started off with small.
But it's
club
like,
and
Yeah,
but
then
it's
he
like,
did start
but
with
it's like,
Arsenal.
it is. All right, is Arsenal the biggest club in Europe?
No.
It's a big club
Fuck
though.
no, it's a big club.
Oh,
But it's like-
It's not
but
the
it's
top
like-
6
But
in
it's
Prem
like,
anymore.
all right, it's
Look at
like,
that.
do you think Arsenal
Anymore,
brings
yeah.
in? Do you think Arsenal brings in more money than like, let's say,
Probably.
What, the Chargers?
I
He didn't
mean,
even
what
say
what the
Nero, both are
the
like,
fucking
Patriots.
the Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers.
Probably.
I don't know. That one's kind of tough. Packer fans are kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say Packer fans kind of go hard.
But do you think that? Do you?
I would probably say. I mean, being a major soccer fan, maybe
Con-
coming biased, I would say Arsenal brings in more.
Considering how many times does a football team play,
16
versus-
games.
versus how many times a soccer team plays?
And
38.
like minimum 30, depending on
30,
38
30,
games.
30 in the
38
league, and then another 20.
In
It's
their
turn-
side
in tournaments.
their
like friendlies, side tournaments.
You're talking about like
Champions
60
National-
games, bro. You're talking about 60 games.
It never ends. Soccer never go. Yeah, football has their side league, but like the actual football NFL.
They have like the
point being-
seasons, you know,
Yeah,
when
like,
they want to.
Otherwise, they're all other soccer. There's always something going on. There's a big league.
Foot-
playing at one
Okay.
point.
American
Okay.
football's all about the money because that's why you have so many commercials too. It's like that's how
Yeah.
they get their money, and that's why I just don't like football.
Speaking of
It's just-
America, Laura's playing right
But
now.
then, like, the thing about it, though, too, is like, bro, soccer is
What?
bringing in way too much money to be letting the decision go to, like, well, he's the head ref, and that's his decision.
That's
Bro, if you got so many people into it that want the sport for what it is, you should be like, you know what? We gotta change the whole infrastructure. We gotta put more cameras. It's obvious they can afford it, bro. Like it really is obvious, bro. They have the money to afford. They brought VAR in.
Yeah,
like
right, Drew?
how long has VAR been in? Like in
2017, 2018.
2017.
Somewhere.
Okay.
It started
It's like
in the MLS.
5 years, right? They've had it for 5 years.
Did you start that by saying 3?
3 plus 2 is 5. What do you just do?
You couldn't do simple math?
I mean, I'm just breaking it down,
You
bro.
couldn't do
For the
simple math
viewers,
on
we
this.
got younger
though? Come
viewers.
I said
on,
3
bro.
plus 2 is 5. Like
Correct.
7 plus 3 is 20.
That's
and then
correct.
Plus 2
I'm
is
just saying, why didn't you be like, okay, so it was 5 years ago? Why'd you have to go? It was
What's
3.
9 plus 10?
9 plus 10
21.
is 21.
Next question.
Come on now.
What's the square
You
root
gotta
of
be
49?
stupid and not know
7.
that. 7, yeah. 7.
If that's actually right, swear to God, didn't know that.
No,
I
yeah,
was just
because
throwing a number.
49 is
It
divisible
is
by
7, bro.
by itself.
I
yeah, so
hated
it's
math.
7.
I slept in math.
I hate geometry.
I was okay with geometry.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
7.
7. I go
Beer.
with 7 too.
It works.
Nah, but
Beer.
for real though, but for real. Taking it back to what
Alright,
you're
take
talking
it back.
about.
VAR.
It's like, bro, there is too much money on this sport to leave this shit to
Unattended.
an unattended decision.
Yeah. Especially by the head ref in the middle.
Like, honestly, like, okay. It's up to the head ref.
Okay.
He's a fucking human, bro. Do you think this
Yeah.
motherfucker got the eyes to watch all
Everything.
11 players at the
Yes.
same time?
22 players, if you think about
20,
it.
yeah, 22
Yeah.
players, bro, and the ball at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's say he's watching them like fight it out in the box, right? And then he's like, "Oh, well, it looks like this guy's about to foul him." So you
Mhm.
take your eyes off the ball for a split second, and then boom, a goal out of a sudden. So it's like, "Oh shit, goal,"
Yeah.
and you weren't paying attention, right? And then
True.
you're just like, "Well, we have VAR, but VAR is just a suggestion to you," and you're just like, "No, like I would like like it went in, it's a goal." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna second guess it. You know.
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, bro, we're in the year 2022, bro. We got
20.
self-driving cars.
Yeah.
You can talk to your fucking phone, ask it a question, and then it'll tell you, bro.
AI's in the making.
AI's in the making, bro. We got NFT selling left and right, bro.
Yeah,
Come
no cap.
on, bro.
Crypto's booming up.
Sometimes you go to restaurants and your fucking server is a fucking robot.
True.
And we can't have at least 60 plus cameras on a fucking soccer field when they're playing for like, bro, like how much money do you think like a match like Real Madrid versus Chelsea brings in?
A lot.
But
And you're gonna tell me that like the stadium can't afford to run these cameras while they're playing?
Now sometimes like not like trying to go, but some of these stadiums are old.
They are old.
You don't have these room. You don't have room.
They are old.
To add these cameras.
They are old. And you know what's crazy though? When you go buy food at the stadium, when you go buy beer at the stadium, you know what they do have?
beer,
No, you know what they do have? How do you pay with it?
card, cash,
Card, Apple Pay, Android Cash,
Android Pay,
all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna tell me that they can update their food court,
Yeah, because that's easier.
But they can't update their pitch, their field. Don't say it's easier, bro. The NFL can do it.
Yeah, but I
You
know
gotta
soccer,
okay,
you gotta
it
renovate.
doesn't matter, dude. You gotta be,
Soccer,
you make it more convenient.
bro. Soccer is double or triple the size.
Oh.
So you're telling me that the NFL takes it more serious
It's easier
than
to,
the biggest sport in the world?
It's
That to
easier
me
to
is like
renovate.
is a shame.
It's easier to renovate an NFL stadium because they don't play all year.
Yeah.
Chelsea Stadium could be used all year long, and I mean,
You won't have time to renovate
I mean,
because
look at it,
something's
look-
always going on.
look at Real Madrid. They were
Okay, but the thing
changing
is,
their shit, and they
okay,
couldn't play there because it was a long period because they were
Okay,
renovating.
you're talking about renovating. I'm just talking about cameras, bro.
Well, I know, but like renovating to add the camera, some of these fields, if you look at, they don't have much room. It's like the
What
field,
type of cameras are you talking about, too? Are you just talking about security cameras? Or you
No, not fucking
cameras for
security
the
cameras.
field,
No, like
bro.
for the
be
field.
Obviously,
seen.
nobody cares about security cameras because there's always fucking fans beating up each other, the opposite side of fans. So they obviously don't give a fuck.
Putting
about
cameras on the
security.
field is going to take time.
Bro, you really think it's gonna take
I
time?
don't think it take that much.
Nah,
time,
bro.
I don't think so.
If you think it's gonna take a year to two to putting more cameras on a field, I'm sorry, but you dumb.
yeah,
Like the way the life
Dude.
works right now,
I'm not the one that had to go 3 + 2. That's
Oh, getting
5.
personal now.
and you couldn't figure out that it's really not that hard to have it nowadays. Like honestly,
I
like,
believe you could put cameras everywhere, bro.
you can put
like
cameras
goal
everywhere
posts,
nowadays, bro. Like honestly,
on the corner flags.
dude, it's not.
Yeah, but those are pretty easy to break. I mean, at least right now.
Bro, if they can have it in football, and you're saying they're very easy to break. These motherfuckers be hitting the pylon's helmet first, and they don't break them. Like,
Yeah,
I understand where you guys are coming from. I really do. But at the same time, bro, it's not as expensive as they really lay it out to be. It's really not, bro. Like, cameras are inexpensive at this point, especially when you're like a $4 or $5, $6 billion club, and you own your stadium. Like, come on, bro. Your monthly salary that you pay out to your players is probably close to like 160 million euros, 200 million euros. If you can't pay at least like 3 to 2 million on some cameras, the highest quality cameras you can get, or not even the highest quality, just enough cameras all around to be able to verify shit with the VAR, then you shouldn't even be in the league, obviously. You got your mind somewhere else.
Okay, so say you add all these cameras.
Dewey.
Still comes down to the human decision.
Okay.
Obviously, I agree. VAR needs to still fix their shit. They're still in the working phases.
Yeah.
Some of these leagues and competitions still are not using VR.
Dewey.
We need to make the choice. FIFA, I don't know. I don't know if they're continuing, like, each year a couple new leagues added in or something like that. I don't know, because, like, MLS started it.
Yeah.
Then the World Cup did it. But some of these international friendlies, and, like, I'm assuming the Euros has it. I don't remember if they do or not. But not all the leagues have it yet. So it's like you need to start getting that. And so some of these refs are not using it. And then it takes them a while to say they start using it. It's going to take them a while to, like, actually know. Because they came out with a set of rules. Like, it's based off, like, red cards, handballs, possible penalties, and stuff like that. But it still comes down to, which I think it's weird to always say and bring it back, but they say VAR is a suggestion, which is weird.
Yeah, I think we should change that suggestion to look at the replay and make the right call by the replay.
Because they
Do
talk
we?
to him when there's like a goal with a possible PK
Am I not right?
situation.
It's
Yeah, do we?
we're kind of
Huh?
breaking it down a lot. Like
do we?
VAR can
That's what we're
obviously,
talking about.
I know VAR can be like
Yeah.
worked with and adjusted and made better, but it's simple. If it goes to VAR, you take a look at it. Oh, he's offsides. He's offsides. That's it. It shouldn't
I
be.
feel like
This,
that was
Okay, so bringing that on because it happened with the LAFC. Some of these calls, they make it a call, and then at the end, after the game, they realize that it was wrong, and then they apologize for it. What do you say on that one? Some of these calls, they actually
wow.
know they called it wrong, and after the game, they're like, "Yeah, we called it wrong during this situation at this minute. It should have been this call, but we accidentally called it this one." Nothing happens. It's not like they're gonna get that goal, replay that game. What do you say on that one? That they
All
even
right.
admit that they called it
All right.
wrong after
All right.
VAR helped.
mistakes happen.
I'm gonna give you
human.
a very realistic way of thinking it.
All right.
Okay,
What's realistic to you?
let's say that we're both tipsy,
All right, we're saying it.
and then let's say that like I think you said something stupid,
Yeah.
and I punch you,
Yeah.
and then later I'm like, when I sober up, I'm like, it was a mistake, bro. My bad.
So do I get to punch you?
Yeah. So do you
I
get
get
to
the-
punch me
Do I
back?
just accept it, or do I get to punch you back?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
what
So
Yeah.
it's like, was it what? What is?
Do we?
What do you benefit from them being able to say, I made a mistake?
What do you benefit?
Nothing. You don't benefit anything.
You don't benefit
nothing.
anything. It's just they just
The game's already over. They're not gonna go
Yeah.
back and be like,
So
okay, we're
it's
gonna
like-
replay it now. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
The
okay.
punch happened.
and then bring it
You got
back to
punched.
soccer. Bring it back to soccer. You're in the semis for the World Cup, and they're like, you know what? Arjen van Robben dived against Mexico, and nobody ever touched him. It
That was facts.
It wasn't a penalty.
facts.
So now let's replay the whole game.
So it's like
You can't do that.
so it's like let's not count the penalty goal.
yeah.
Even Arjen van Robben as a player, he owned up to it, bro. There's a video of him saying it.
After
He's like, yeah, the ref never. But during the game,
oh, well,
he was like, yeah, they touched me, and then like the replay came
Yeah.
out and it was so fucking clear, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody
They're
touched
playing on
him.
a World Cup stage. They're gonna dive. They're gonna get
Yeah.
Yeah,
calls.
but it's like,
Yeah,
at the
do
same
we?
time, it's like, okay, you admit to your wrong after you already got the win, right? Because that's what got you the win, right? And then you
Yeah.
know that there's no consequence. They're not gonna replay anything. They're not gonna disallow it. They're not gonna do anything about it. So you can come clean. You can get it off your conscience. But it's like, at that point, bro, you're better off just sticking to the whole narrative at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're a fucking shit ass liar. You don't have no values for the game.
It's true though.
Like, it's just, it all goes to shit, bro. It's just about who's the best actor and who can convince the ref to
Yeah.
sway their way. Like, think about it like that. Because it's like, if you can just admit to it after and nothing's going to change, bro, the one who lost the most is the team that affected it.
Yeah.
You can admit all you want after the game.
Mexico should have went.
It's not even about that, but it's a good example. But it's like, you can admit to it after, but it's like okay, you admitted to it. Your conscience is free now.
That's not.
But in a bigger perspective, it's like
No.
you know that even if you come
Yeah.
off clean later, there's not gonna be no rematch. There's not gonna be
Yeah.
no nothing. So if we're giving players and managers and refs the ability to be like, yeah, we take it back, it was a mistake, then why the fuck are we still playing the game with these human errors when we could so easily get cameras involved to the point where we can concretely say, you know what, this is what happened, so we're going to disallow it at the moment.
Yeah.
That way, we make decisions in the moment and not the day after the game where the other team already went into the tournament. That's where I'm coming from. And I understand that people might agree and then they might not agree on some things that I'm saying. But at the same time, it's like, are you a soccer purist or Are you more focused on your team just winning off of lies or something like that? And it's like, bro, like I'm a hardcore Messi fan. Like me, I love Barcelona. You can ask all my friends. I know all of you guys know that I go for Barcelona. I fucking hate Real Madrid, bro. But even I can admit that Messi dives sometimes. I fucking hate Sergio Busquets because he's a fucking diver. I love Carles Puyol, but I've seen some games where he's gotten onto the ground off some shit that like I was like, bro, come on, you better than that. Like I feel like you just gotta admit to it, bro. Like you really do. I think that will bring the best football out of all the teams. And if you're just leaving it up to a ref to apologize the next game or the next day, like, bro, like, they're already out of the tournament. They already lost the game. They already lost the points in the league.
You're adding salt in the wound. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
I fucked up. Sorry, guys. You're out because of me.
That's a good analogy. Adding salt to the
It's
wound
like-
already.
It's like, oh, Dewey, let's say Dewey slapped me, and he's like, hey, dude, I shouldn't have slapped you.
It tells you to.
And then I'm like, yeah, bro, it's okay.
Cool.
Now I just look like a bitch.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
okay,
Can we act that out so I get a free slap?
no. But it's like you guys understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like the thing that I go back to is like, bro, this sport is so lucrative at a higher level. Like the Premier League makes billions. The Premier League probably makes more money than what the NFL does in their whole year. The Spanish league probably doesn't make as much money, but their top two clubs, Real Madrid, Barcelona, in total, they probably make up more money than what the Premier League makes.
Yeah.
Just in those two clubs, bro. And then you have the Bundesliga and then all the other teams, bro. Like, there ain't no way that you can tell me that they can't afford it. There ain't no way.
It's doable. I mean,
It really is doable. And if it's not doable by the club, then I feel that the federation that they play in, the league that they play in, like, let's say you're PSG, and then you're like, well, like, I'm PSG, and I can afford it in my stadiums. And then you have, like, I don't know, what is it? Internazionale, which is like a French club, right? Or what?
Sure
Oh,
it's
no,
Italian.
PSV.
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos is a Greek team.
What's the one with the blue M? The blue M. And
Marseille.
Marseille. There we go. Marseille. Let's say you're Marseille, right? And you're like, well, I can't afford it. I can't afford all the fucking cameras.
True.
Well, then you still have the fucking league, the Premier League 1 in France. So it should be something that the league pays for.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
So that way, if the club can't afford it, you have the league that they play in to place it in every club. Because the league makes a shit ton of money out of all the clubs, bro. Because the league is what gets, like, the primary rights to view it. And then it goes down to the primary rights of the club. You know what I'm saying?
I see where we're at with it.
Yeah. So it's like, it should be like, whatever league has these clubs in it, they should establish it on every fucking stadium to the same degree. Like, there should be no excuse, bro, because the money is there. Like,
And you don't have to go all in, bam, right after the,
you can gradually
like
do
not
it. you know
not
what
saying
I'm
like one camera every stadium every so often, but like you can there's something you can do. You can make deals, you
Yeah.
can make arrangements and all that stuff. It's very doable. And I mean, based off your whole, the whole topic of this, like VAR, yes or no, believe it's there. I mean, they're already using it. Just it's not 100% yet.
I just feel like it shouldn't be a suggestion. It should be
yeah,
something.
I feel it's a second, like, decision or
Yeah.
second choice. Like, to relook at your decision.
So how about that? Say just throwing out.
I just
this
chime
one.
in real quick. NFL made $12.2 billion. According to this,
For
United
cameras?
States dollar. No, just in revenue. Prem is $3,020,498,000.
I was about to say, I feel like the leagues don't get that much. It's all the teams.
But at the same time, then you got the fines coming in and shit like that, right?
It like we said, it's doable. Just maybe
It
do
is very
moderate,
doable, bro.
Moderate it. Just figure it out. But going back, yes, VAR needs to get work done. The scenario I'm saying, say VAR is not a suggestion. Say do it in the sense of football. They don't go to look plays under review unless they challenge it. Say VAR is an option, but not by the right. If the teams do it, how do you think that would roll out? That it's just there when the play is challenged, not like the teams have to challenge for the ref to go look at it. Instead of it being a suggestion or mandatory, it's just it's there for when there's a challenge.
Yeah.
Kind of like baseball, football. They have that. They have their own VAR in a sense, but it's only there once teams challenge it. Or if it's like I know for like baseball, like those, they have it for when it's like playoff scenarios and stuff, and they have to watch every play because obviously those are very important and stuff. But like,
So I mean, you can do the same thing though too with like a championship game or like a qualifying game or something like that. Like, why not? Like,
Go deep into this, my boy.
like
Damn.
why? Like it still amazes me. It's like there's leagues that will do it where like the American leagues will do it, and it's literally just America. It's just America, bro. It's literally the USA.
now there's
And then you go back to Europe, and you got people playing in the Champions League. You got people playing Europa League. And you're going to tell me that the people running Europa and Champions League, they don't want to do this?
Yeah, but they wanted to create another league. Don't you guys remember that?
The
League.
Super League. Bro, like, come
I
on.
get stupid.
Even nowadays, bro, like, from hardcore fans in Europe, all you hear is, like, they all care about the money. Really, like,
Yeah.
when they were trying to make the Super Cup, it was like a $700 million fucking championship or some shit.
It was big.
It was a shit. It was like it was gonna be Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Pretty much all the top ones.
Pretty much all the
you-
top teams from each top
Each
league,
league.
and then it just would ruin.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause they
and-
were finding them. They were finding the teams that wanted to create it. And leave
Yeah.
the
And
leagues
That's
and
when
stuff.
why
Yeah.
they dropped out of it.
They're still trying. I think there's like 3 or 4 teams that are still trying to do something.
and you see, it's just like, damn, like, bro, if you can do it in the USA,
You could do it in Europe.
you can do it in Europe.
You
Like,
do it
there
south.
should be no excuse. There should be no excuse about budget this, budget that. No,
Yeah, but money moves all the time. But we should know this. No matter what, dude, we spend money every day. Money's always moving. So they're gonna have money for it, bro.
Yeah.
People pull the government of every freaking place in this world. They pull money out their asses, bro. Come on, let's be honest.
It's like FIFA.
You know that.
FIFA has a bank reserve of like $1 trillion or $2 trillion. Like, it's known. Like, they have FIFA has their own bank. Like, they have their own money stored away. Like, there's no way you can't afford it. That's. I'm gonna just end it there. There's no way that it's not affordable to teams or leagues. That's it.
What's going on
Alright,
over there?
That's good though. That's good. I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But hey, I mean, it's a great talk about VAR though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, any guys got any more comments? Or, you know?
I feel like it just like recapping. I've said it multiple times. VAR, the soccer needs VAR. It just VAR doesn't know what it's doing yet.
Yeah.
They're figuring it out. We're working on it.
I believe in a
'Cause
couple years.
It's like the offsides call. How many times? I mean, when we all started playing, that offsides call is different than what it is now.
Yeah.
It changes. You know, they're trying to work on the flow. They're trying to work on the gameplay, safety, all that stuff. Fully understand it. Yes, sometimes the call, you're like, no, what the fuck? You know, it is what it is. They're making the calls. They're doing their job however you want to, if you agree with it or not. It is what it is. And it's the worst way to say it with it, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is. I hate saying it, but it's like, I mean, what? Yeah, okay, they always say, like, oh, it doesn't matter, but, like, what can we do as fans? You know,
Or the fans. We're watching.
we watch the
We
calls, we
complain.
watch the play. You know, it's like, okay, if you want to do something, get that reffing. Become a
Yeah.
ref. Become higher up in the thing. You know, you could. You
Yeah.
could. It's all
Anyone could
your call.
apply for being a ref.
I've reffed. I didn't enjoy it one bit. I've had bad parents, you know, based on, like, I'll be doing, like, a U8
I knew you
team.
used the restroom.
I'll make a call. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Damn, this guy.
It's actually serious.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he's all like,
You shotgun that beer, you got to pee.
I mean, but I go wrong. That's kind of like not much.
Okay, he's gone. Let's talk shit.
Well, I mean,
I'll keep it real.
I think with
He
that,
lost me a lot of the time.
I mean, I understand what you were saying, but
It's just there's a lot of moving parts. Well, I don't
yeah.
like saying it, but it's like we can't really do much. We kind of, as being as just fans, yeah, we play, but none of us actually have to deal with VAR. We joke about it with indoor all the time, but we don't experience it. Like,
Go to VAR.
we can't do anything about it.
True.
We just have to sit there and watch the plays, watch it evolve into.
A better, just a better version of what it is now.
I
That's
guarantee
it.
you,
That's it.
I guarantee you, people bitched about goal line technology, but now no one does.
I never. If that thing was as accurate as it is, bro, and like you kind of saw the video and then the VAR thing, you know how they flip back and forth with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
Like,
Like, don't get me wrong.
I don't know when they started putting them in there. I don't know if all leagues I don't know if they all have it and stuff, but like, you know, that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, there's times where when you're on the field, ball's going way too quick. You can't go pause, rotate, camera, all that stuff. So the players are always arguing and stuff like that. But if the ref sees a no goal, okay, no goal, and they keep going, you know. But now
That
it's-
was one
now it's
where like
VAR.
the flow doesn't get messed up.
Exactly.
It's just literally right away. Oh, no goal. Keep playing.
Exactly. And say it is a goal and it gets chaos, then he'll blow the whistle, all that stuff. And now in this case, which I don't think they go to VAR for like that. It's more of like
No,
it's a
it
PK,
wouldn't.
red card,
Yeah.
all offsides, all that stuff, which is like, so goal line technology, they got it figured out. I don't know if it went through any bumps, but I feel like it had to have gone where people didn't like it. Refs were trying to figure it out. If it wasn't working, if people blocked the camera and stuff, they got to figure it out. Now it's VAR. You know, the world's evolving with technology and stuff. FIFA believes VAR is then what's gonna help.
I agree, but no, I agree. As time goes on, VAR is definitely going to be a
The-
big
and I-
factor.
And I guarantee you, 10, 20 years, it's probably gonna be something else changing the game.
Yeah,
Probably.
we'll,
You
we'll,
know,
we'll find out when
I mean,
we're in our
he-
40s.
hell, the big part
It's crazy.
is the grass you play on. Players will not go to stadiums because if it's turf.
Turf.
Like that
Mm.
alone, just grass is a big issue for players and stuff. You know, at one point are they gonna make them all? Well, I mean, for like American teams, it's a little harder because some of them play on
Baseball
football
field.
fields. So it's like those are turf. Like the biggest one, Zlatan. Whenever LA would go to Seattle, he would not play because they have artificial turf because it's the Seattle Seahawks field. You know?
Really?
Yeah, 100%. He would not
Interesting
travel because cleats, hurting, all that stuff. He would not travel. Like as a fan, it's like, the hell, just go out there. You know, I played on turf in high school, but it's like that's his career, that's his life.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't.
They
go to
prefer
school.
grass though, and grass is a lot.
I-
nicer,
Grass is so
bro.
much
I
better.
prefer grass 100% of the time.
Like
Hell,
turf
I
is
played
nice.
in dirt in freaking Kansas. Played in dirt. Like I'd rather take in turf, but like I preferred grass. Like it just feels better. It feels nicer.
Basically,
it's
what
just-
they're doing the white time, right? They're putting turf.
yeah, they're
out there.
redoing that
They're
whole
redoing
field,
the whole
whole thing, just making it like one better because of just they got the big patch of dirt and sand. How long is this man going to the bathroom for?
So food
I don't know,
after.
bro. We could do an outro though.
Sure, we shotgun. He said if I shotgun, we can get pizza.
Oh, I was thinking we haven't gone to our OG place that
Not
we
true,
used
we
to
haven't
go
got
to
the
all the
islands.
time.
Dude, low key, I gotta pee now.
All right, y'all.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap up because I think
we'll wait for him to come back.
just wrap up. And be like, okay, we're done. You missed the outro. He could
So
be
this-
dropping a
So
deuce.
this is episode 13. We have our guests lined up for episode 15,
Coming up soon.
which will be very fun. It's gonna be very different. We're not gonna give much out more than that, but it's gonna be a good one to tune into.
Yo, what the?
Hey, do you know what's
Oh
you
yeah,
talk-
you were gone.
I
you were
was
gone.
gonna say.
That was our meetings. We got our guests coming on
Can I get a hint?
after the camera turns off.
Really?
Hey, you know what?
Well, because I don't want to drop comment.
Hey, wait. So, besides the fact, is episode 13? Today's the 13th.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dude, it's more, dude. I feel so.
Oh.
Today was the first, like this day in history, whatever actual date was the Galaxy's very first game ever. On like,
Oh, this day?
Whoa.
I don't remember what. I guess 96.
Oh,
They
96.
won
Ooh.
against the Metro Stars 2-1 at the Rose Bowl. What are you doing? Bathroom not over there.
Yeah, brother's not over there.
Get over here. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up, bro.
We might get food. It's fine on that one. That made him happy.
Yo, and we're back after a quick Arnizzle restroom break. You know what I'm
We-
saying?
Nah,
we
we'll-
kept
we'll-
talking.
We kept talking.
Nah, I know,
What
I
about
know.
the outro
I
right
heard
now?
y'all.
You're
y'all.
back. We
So,
never left.
I heard
Go
y'all.
ahead, Ernie. Take us out, bro.
Take us out, Arnie.
Hey, yo, I just had to drop a deuce, but
I knew it. I knew it.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in, though. We appreciate every single one of you guys that still stay in tune with us every single week. I know we didn't drop last week, but it's just that our co-host Dewey was out of town. So,
Sorry.
we didn't want to drop an episode without him because he's part of the family. So just as much as you guys love him, we love him. So
Call me
honestly,
stupid
Hey,
earlier.
We love you, Mr. Carlson.
hey, we love you, Mr. Carlson, but
Can we get that in the chat, please? His students, please comment. We love you, Mr. Carlson.
hey, yeah, if you're a student of his,
Carlson.
put we love you, Mr. Carlson. If you're not a student,
Put it anyway.
just type in Dewey. That's it. But nah, honestly,
All of them are calling me Dewey now.
On a serious note, we
Love
want to
you,
thank
Dewey.
all of our viewers. If it wasn't because of the viewers, we wouldn't be where we're at right now.
Wouldn't
we
be doing any of this.
We wouldn't have couches. We wouldn't have microphones. We wouldn't have a camera. We wouldn't be nowhere without our viewers.
We love
So
We love all of you.
every time you guys watch the video, even when you're working, you're doing homework, you done got nothing to listen to, you're walking home, whatever it is.
Working
We
out.
appreciate you. You at the gym, putting in that work, getting swole. Keep doing that, and we'll keep doing these episodes for you guys. So with that,
Follow our social.
I'm
Yeah, I
Mar-
was like, someone's
I'm
gotta throw
Marnizzle.
No, someone's got to throw the social medias out there.
Okay,
Follow our socials.
follow our
Yeah.
socials. Off the woodwork.org.
Twitter.
Yeah, don't
Go buy some
Instagram.
merch.
Christian's got it. Christian's got it. Christian knows
Please
what to do.
follow all socials, Twitter, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify, TikTok, and
Go check out the website.
oh yeah,
We haven't
check out a new
posted anything
website,
about it, but we got the website.
offthewoodwork.
Offthewoodwork.org. Get your merch.
There'll be another. We got a link now for this one. So, right there.
Link right here.
Boom.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
flew across the screen.
Get it.
Vroom, vroom.
But yeah,
go
that's
check it out. We'll post about it too.
Yeah, we
Tonight,
got
so-
posts.
Huh?
We got stuff coming on.
Huh? What?
What?
What you
What?
talking about?
What?
We're
Huh?
talking about getting food. But yeah, on that
Yeah.
note, we're gonna wrap up episode 13. You know,
Love you all.
love everybody.
Love you guys.
Thank you
We
for all
are-
your support. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever.
Appreciate all of y'all. Our Nizzle out.
And we'll
Action.
see you all again.
Peace.
Bye. Dewey out.
This is for all the viewers at home that can't drink, and to all the viewers that can drink.
Follow.